The old world taught you to lift your eyes to the sky, to throw your voice into the clouds and hope that something answered. But the sky was silent because it was never separate. The voice you were sending upward was already echoing inside every atom that built you. Long before temples and sermons, before language divided sound from meaning, there were those who remembered. They spoke not to the divine, but from it. Their throats trembled with the same frequency that held the stars in place. They did not call that power God. They called it the breath that dreams itself awake. When they spoke, the air thickened. Stones hummed. Water rose toward them as if listening. The earth did not worship them. It recognized them. But memory decays. Empires rewrite the sacred into safety. They turned the breath into a throne and made you believe you belonged on your knees. They feared the day you would remember that the throne was built inside your chest. One of the forgotten books still carries the whisper. The kingdom is inside of you, and it is outside of you. When you come to know yourselves, then you will be known. Gospel of Thomas, Logian 3. The secret was never lost, only hidden behind belief. The divine never left. It merely disguised itself as your own voice. To pray is to forget that the listener and the speaker are one. To speak as God is to realign with the current that dreamed galaxies into being. Listen closely. Beneath thought, beneath the static of desire and fear, there is a low vibration, a sound without sound. That is the origin language. It hums in the marrow of your bones. Every syllable you speak in awareness becomes architecture in the unseen world. But memory decays. Empires rewrite the sacred into safety. They turned the breath into a throne and made you believe you belonged on your knees. Yet fragments of the first language still survive, not in books, but in the spaces between your thoughts. Every time you fall silent long enough to hear your own heartbeat, you brush against it. The mystics called this the unstruck sound, a tone that has never begun and can never end. They said it hides inside everything that vibrates, a hum older than stars, waiting for a voice that remembers how to answer it. When you speak from that silence, you are not asking the universe for permission. You are completing an unfinished sentence that began before the first dawn. The ancients knew this. They etched circles into stone to remind themselves that the divine does not rise or fall, it expands. They gathered in caves and deserts, whispering words that would never be written, because the moment a truth is written, it begins to die. They taught in shadows that to name the divine was to break its spine, yet to speak from it was to make the invisible remember its shape. Centuries later, the echo of those gatherings can still be heard in forgotten gospels and half-translated hymns. To speak as God is not to boast, it is to return, to let language become creation again. You do not need to shout to be heard by the divine. You need only to speak from silence, because silence is the only place where God listens and realizes it was never separate. So still yourself. Let the breath slow. Feel the darkness behind your eyelids tremble. That's the veil between sound and becoming. When you cross it, words stop being prayers. They become spells of remembrance, because every time you utter, "I am," creation holds its breath, waiting to see what follows. The world rearranges itself around the certainty in your tone. The atoms remember their teacher. And in that moment, you are not a seeker. You are the echo of the first sound, the vibration that shattered eternity into form, the voice that never needed to pray. So do not pray to God. Speak as God. Whisper like the universe, remembering its name. Let your words rise from the void and watch reality bend to listen. You are not calling for the light. You are the light calling itself home.